So I haven't done a video on business. I like doing videos showing others that might be starting their business what they can expect sometimes. And sometimes you gotta fire a customer. I kind of debate whether it's a customer or not when they're a complete asshole, you know? Sometimes you just gotta fire the customer. I'm sure this is going to be debated in the comments of, well, no, a customer is always right, because there's that mindset too, that somehow the customer is always right, because that's what you grow up hearing. So especially my generation, Generation X, customer is always right. No, no, they're not. And in today's world, it's how you come off, you know? Um, I'll tell you a little story about me first, and then I'll get into what occurred yesterday. So one time, I had to take a smartphone back. My daughter cracked the screen. I think. Phone was laying on the floor, screen cracked, she was a baby. Toddler, I should say. She was walking. But not really in the talking phase too much. So, I had just got it the previous day from Costco. So I go into Costco, I'm like, hey, my screen broke. And they were like, oh, yeah, well, you have the warranty. I'm like, yeah, but it's brand new. It's 1 day old. I really don't want to get a refurbished phone when I just had a new phone, right? And I'm like, what can you do for me? And the guy at the kiosk, he's like, wow, you're really friendly. And he talks to his friend. And kind of, hey, you know, the screen cracked. It cracked over by the button outwards. You know, it seems like it's defective. You know, and they're talking back and forth for a bit. He comes back over and goes, you know what? You being so nice to us, here, we're going to flip it upside down the box, go up to the return counter, and return it. And so that's what I did, and took it up. They gave me the money back. It's Costco, after all, right? And so then I go back to the kiosk, go ahead, they give me a new phone, or write up for a new phone, and then I have to go back to the desk and pick it up. But I was like, you know, you didn't have to do that. He goes, yeah, I know, but you don't understand. People come in here all the time and they'll throw phones at us, they'll yell and scream at us when it was clearly the customer's fault for it breaking. Yeah, we don't have time for people like that, and we wouldn't cover something like that typically, but you came up, you were nice, you presented yourself well. If it was fixed, it was. If it was exchanged, it was exchanged. If not, not a big deal. I said, yeah, I know. It was like I figured I have 50-50 shot, to be honest with this. And if you replaced it, you replaced it. If not, I guess it would be a warranty claim, right? And he's like, yeah, and that's why you're getting a brand new phone, because you were nice to us. So that's how you treat people. My story here at the shop. So this guy came in a week ago, bought this Usui bag. It's a 12. 3-liter bladder, 12-liter bag in total. And it will go to extra large, medium large, different settings. In fact, he tried it on here for 15 minutes. Said, yeah, this would be great, same size as my old bag, this will work. Blah, blah, blah. Checked it out, checked every pocket out, checked it out. So what does he do? I'm at lunch yesterday. I come back with my buddy, Mr. B, we'll call him, and we come back, and here's this guy that I know. He's at the door, and he's kind of fuming, and he just looks pissed off. His movements are kind of like body language is just saying like he's pissed off. He goes, I'm here to return that bag. That's a kid's bag, and he's going on and on about it's a kid's bag. No, the door's closed. I'm like, okay, you know, that's fine. You know, let's take a look here. You know, hold on, let me get the door open. He turns around and goes, well, I have to go get the bag. And so I don't even know why he didn't even have the bag. He literally had just come up to the door, and you know, we're obviously closed because I was at lunch. One person shop. That's what happens, right? So I'm at lunch. So I open the door, I come in with Mr. B. So we're both in here, and Mr. B goes, well, what's that all about? I explain he bought the same bag you have, and he's claiming it's a kid's bag. And Mr. B's like, it's not a kid's bag, because that's the bag I have. I go, I know. So the guy comes back. he was gone for a while too. Like, I don't even know where he parked, but he was gone for quite a while. He comes back, and he right away goes on about how it's a kid's bag. He's still going on about it. It's a kid's bag. This doesn't fit. It doesn't fit my stuff. Blah, blah, blah. You know, there's no way an adult could wear this bag and have stuff. I'm like, that guy right there has the same bag. And then Mr. B speaks on. He goes, yeah, I have the same bag and I use it all the time. In fact, I have a couple of them or something. And he does. He has a blue one. He has a black one. And yeah, he has a few of them. He bought one from me to support our business, and he had one before I opened the business. So this guy then starts raising his voice and not yelling, but in a loud tone and body language, and handing the bag, trying to hand the bag, and Mr. B steps back and he keeps going, it's a kid's bag, no one can wear this, an adult can't wear this and have their tools and this and that in there. And Mr. B's like, hey, I have the same bag, it works for my needs, I'm able to put everything in there that I need plus more. And the guy changes it from that to kid's bag to, well, it doesn't fit over my armor. You know, I'm guessing I don't know if he has plastic, like dirt bike stuff, or he has like one of these, like I think they call them a pressure suit, armor type shirt, whether it's Climb, Troy Lee, many companies make them. And, so he didn't try it on with that. He was in the shop trying it on just with the bag. Obviously, if you're going to have stuff like armor underneath, then why would you be trying on for 15 minutes here saying it's fine? Because anytime, and he even said, well, I tend not even use the bag for dirt bike riding because he doesn't seem to dirt bike much anymore. He rides his pedal assist bike, and I use it for that. I know because he comes in here. He's one of those guys that come in here and he'll chat for an hour plus. You're like, just please go, man. It's nice chatting with customers, but at a certain point, I got stuff I need to do. There's always stuff to do for, tax reasons, keeping track of expenses and what have you. There's a lot of paperwork. And apparently there's a moth in here. Man, this place. Anyways, so he comes in here basically a tire kicker. I mean, he's never interested in the bikes, and his pedal assist bike is the best thing since sliced bread. We have to hear about that all the time, how it's the best, you should sell these. And like, we're not a pedal assist place. That's not what we have. And I think he bought a set of gloves early on from us, and then that was it. And then when he bought the bag, I was like, finally, he came in and bought something, because he always just shows up, talk your ear off, waste your time, goes like this, walks around, yeah, and then, talks your ear off some more, and then leaves. And that's annoying. When somebody does that a couple times a week, that's very annoying. He probably will even see this video, possibly. I don't even give a shit, but I'm trying to relay to people out there that's starting a business what can happen. And when do you fire a customer? So that part and I'm already trying to do a refund on the thing. I don't even have his receipt, which is fine because, he came in a week ago. I can figure it out. I'm sure I can, right? So I'm playing with the screen on the point of sale system and I'm looking that up. And as I'm trying to do that, he keeps going on, and it's getting more heated by Mr. B and this guy with the bag. And eventually Mr. B's going, I don't know, it works for me. Everyone's different. It doesn't work for you. That's fine. And I say something like, it's not a kid's bag. And he keeps going on about kid's bag. I say it's not a kid's bag. It's fine, whatever. I'm doing a refund for you. Like, at no time did I never say I wasn't gonna do a refund for him. But he wants to keep pushing it like I sold him unknowingly something that's for a kid. Although he sat here, tried it on, it fits him just fine, and I'll try it on here in a minute to show you. It's just fine. Put it on. He has it adjusted outwards. He was a bigger guy. But, I could run it like that. There we go. I can make it tighter. I want it tighter and nice and snug. The idea behind these type of bags like this is they're supposed to be snug to you. The reason being is they don't move around when you're bouncing down the trail. So you adjust them and they're good to go. It's him making up excuses, changing his story from it doesn't fit his stuff inside it to it doesn't fit over something to I was at a shop way south of town and they have a bigger one for 120. Oh, that just pissed me off right there. So you're changing the story again. So this is what really happened in real life. He bought the bag, right? He's a little bit of an older guy. Well, he's older than me. He bought the bag. Didn't take the tags off or anything, so I give him credit there. Didn't take the tags off or anything. But then I think he drove around. He went to another place. MSRP, so $149, and I gave him 10% off because he's always in here. And maybe I could have done a little bit better, but geez, I got to make money at the end of the day. We're a small shop, right? Do you see a lot of bags? I've sold quite a few actually, but do you see a lot of bags? And in fact, him buying that one, a guy came in 2 days after him and was looking for a bag actually. So I lost a sale because I was all out of bags because he had bought one. Now it's back. So, I lost a sale. I had to deal with an irritable customer. And so I tell him, why don't you just get the fuck out then? Yeah, I did say that. That's where I fired him. If you're going to bring up another shop, so you're price shopping going around after buying something. When you return something nowadays, it costs the shop owner because our merchant, they still charge us the 2.9%. We lose that. So whatever that is, we just lose that. So it means any profit that was on the bag, which there's not much, is going to be eaten up pretty quickly. So well, why don't you just get the fuck out of here then if you're not happy? And meanwhile, he is mumbling that it's a kid. He's still going on about that. It's like it's stuck in his head or something. I don't know. It was really strange, man. And how his body language was, it was like he was pissed off during the day and showed up, and man, he was going to just take it out on whoever, was in his way, that it was set in his head. This is his story. It's a kid's bag. And so at that point, after I told him to get out, he goes, well, what about my refund? I go, you're not getting a goddamn refund. Get the fuck out. And he, oh my God, he's just like, huh? You mean I got to eat this? Well, yeah, you came in here and tried it on. It worked. Now you want to return it? And then took a second. I was like, I'm doing the refund, man. You keep interrupting me. I'm doing the refund. And I said, I'll do the refund. Will you just calm down and stop going on about that it's a kid's bag? I said, it's not a kid's bag. Knock it off. And so I try to do the refund. Of course, it doesn't go through. We learned something about our system there. So, but I said, I don't know why it's not going, but I happen to have the cash in the drawer. I'll give you the $137 back. And he's like, well, I didn't know mentioning that our shop was going to be such a big deal. It wasn't mentioning the other shop, you jackass. I don't care where you went and saw cheaper. It was your attitude. It was your body language. It was you changing your story multiple times of it didn't fit stuff, it didn't fit over armor, to, oh, well, they have a bigger one for cheaper elsewhere. You're going to be that customer that's going to buy this helmet, go around town, find one for cheaper, or maybe said to them, oh, I bought this helmet for $300 up here, and now, what can you do on yours? And I'll just return theirs. And then they say, oh, fuck, we want a sale, so how about $290? Oh, okay, yeah, I'll do that. There's people out there like that. That's the warning. There's people out there that will shop around, and then they'll return it, and then we would have to eat 2.9% of $300 because he wants to return it, which we just found out. We can't really do a return to the card. It's not as easy as one thinks. I still have to look into exactly what we need to do. It said there was no funds in the account. Well, yeah, they pay out our account daily. So yeah, there's not going to be funds in there, or maybe there wasn't enough yet because they haven't paid. Some days we might only have a sale of 10, 20 bucks. So I'm trying to do a refund of 137 and there's no funds there, you know. So because of this guy, unfortunately, the return policy is going to not be 30 days. I was thinking about 3 days, but then I started thinking more, I'm just going to do all sales are final, and we'll just do it on a case-by-case basis, right? You buy something, and you truly see it somewhere else for cheaper or something, and we'll try and match that price or whatever. We'll just do case-by-case basis. But somebody that comes in and, like, say, tries on this shirt. They try on this shirt. And they're like, yeah, I'll take this shirt. And then come back a week later and I want to return this shirt. No, too fucking bad. You bought it, man. We went through the process. We did our due diligence. You tried it on. You know it works. You know it fits. So why do you need to return it? You're a customer I don't want to have because you're going to be very needy. You're gonna want, if it wasn't the bag, you're gonna come do that on a helmet. You're gonna do that if we get boots. You're gonna do that on other things. We as a small business, unfortunately, cannot eat that loss every single time. This one off, fine, whatever. He got his money back in cash because I couldn't figure out how to return to his card. And he left his receipt. So I got his receipt. But it just shows you, man, some people, you think they're nice, a nice person. He was odd. He was always odd for coming in, and we kind of called him the sweaty guy because he'd ride his e-bike, be sweating, be dripping all over the floor. And you're just like, oh my God, just get out, man. But, you're like, you want to be nice to people. You want them to buy stuff. But at the end of the day, you have to decide, when do you fire somebody? This was only the second time I've ever fired anyone. First time from here, and the very first time was running my father-in-law's business. I fired a storage customer. That one I kind of regret. Just an annoying customer, and demanded quite a bit, questioning a bill. He was always late. He never paid his rent on time, wondering why there was a lockout fee and why there's this fee, foreclosure fee, and this and that. I told him to get out. Take your stuff and get out. I mean, your $20 a month car, blah, blah, blah. But, father-in-law explained it to me. I was a lot younger, and explained it to me that, hey, he pays the late fee in the end, eventually. He pays all these fees. He's actually a good customer because he's always going to be late. He's always going to pay these fees. So I learned something back then, right? That wasn't the type of customer to fire. However, I feel this customer who's going to argue with my good friend and just come to the door all pissy and be pissy and make up stories about something. It doesn't fit you. It doesn't fit you. That's fine. The proper way of coming in would have been, come to the door. Hey man, that bag I bought, man, it's just not going to work for me. I carry more stuff than I thought. It's not going to work. Oh, okay. Hey, cool. Yeah, let's do a refund. Oh, okay. Yeah, here's the bag. Here's the receipt. And yeah, let me figure this out. We haven't done a refund before. Okay. Oh, hey man, doesn't look like I can do it to the card, but I can give you cash because we happen to have the cash, and that way I don't have to wait around for my business partner to get in so we can figure this out. We'll just give you cash. Is that okay? Okay, yeah, cool. Hey, have a good day. Bye. And that would have been it. That simple. But showing up to a door and being like, oh, there's a kid, and making up stories is not how you fucking return something. I've never done that in my life. Hey, I need to return this shirt. Oh, okay, yeah. And that's what you do. You don't need to make up any reason for a return. So unfortunately, return policy is now all sales are final, and it will just be case by case basis. You know, if there's obviously defect or whatever, we're going to help you out because we'll go to the company. And so for stuff like that, we'll be like, yeah, fine. You know, you buy a set of X2Ds and you get home, open the box, find out, you know, the strap is broke or frayed or something, you know, something, whatever the case. Okay, fine. You return it, we give them money back because it was defective, and then we contact the company and we say, X2D, yeah, our customer noticed that was defective. Oh, okay, you know, we'll get a credit for it. They'll probably just have us dispose of it. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. You know, you do expect that there's going to be some issues and you're going to have to do a return. So we'll just do a case by case basis. Anyway, so if you have your own business, you got to expect these things from customers. It's crazy. So when do you fire somebody? When is it okay to fire a customer? Because sometimes, and maybe I should have been fired from some places when I was younger and being huffy, but this guy's older. He didn't have to be huffy. You know, he's lived life a while. He doesn't have to be all huffy about it. He knew I was going to refund him, so he didn't have to make up a story. Anyways, y'all take care. Hopefully you learned something from this video. Take care.